That's kind of what I'm getting to. But it was something we was remember that conversation about them speakers. But we was talking about something before that whole little bus stop fiasco that I thought was really a good conversation that we were talking about. But back to the speakers, because I can't remember the car. You just putting that shit in the universe.
But, we wasn't talking about nothing but the car that was driving slow. Because we had just turned off the street.
Oh, maybe I was thinking something and I hadn't said it to you yet. I just be tripping off how these different vibrations is all around us. And, a lot of times we don't realize how they play out. Like, what the fuck, bro? I can't believe we did this to these kids. I didn't. I wasn't running around tagging shit, man. But when I see that shit at these parks, like, that vibration ain't right, bro. That shit ain't right. You don't do that shit around a whole bunch of kids. Who the fuck you scaring? You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you scaring? You CK or BK, you need to be over there where they at, putting that shit up. Not at a park where little kids go play at. Shit, what
happened? It's your hood. If this they hood, yes, you do need to put that shit up. Because don't nobody else
can
be over here playing with their children.
Not at this
point. We see an enemy and niggas start shooting and it's kids. Yeah, don't bring none of that around here. This is who right here.
But it's obvious. It's obvious though. Somebody already let it be known there's somebody else coming through doing what they doing. So it's like if you never did shit open, but nigga to mark your shit out because you never put it there, there's never no issue. That's all I'm saying. That wall banging shit, that shit gotta die, bro. Cause at the end of the day, the way that shit is affecting these babies who see that shit, you ain't doing nothing but pumping fear in them. Cause the nigga who about that life, like, shit, what the fuck, man, let me catch this nigga the next time he wanna come out here spraying some shit. We really gonna spray some shit.
I'm sure she get the girls ready, but I didn't tell her we was on our way. I mean, I understand. I see it from both ways, honestly, because this niggas out here who really do still live by those rules, so they feel like it gotta be known that this is our territory. But then there's niggas out here who like, why even say something about it? You're gonna bring the problem to us, you know?
You will. Like, and I've been like that. Like, I'm still the same nigga I was when I was in the street. I was telling them same niggas, bruh, stop bringing extra fucking attention to us. Like, you don't gotta put that shit out there like that. It's been over 10 years since I carried a gun and I ain't had no issues with one. Cause I'm not putting that vibration out there. I ain't had to duck off on no nigga. I ain't had to be scary, none of that shit. But it's the vibration, the energy you putting out there. So if you putting that shit out there like we the biggest bad, yeah, look at this where we at, this, like, nigga, what are you asking for? You know what I'm saying? And at some point, the nigga who you enticing gonna be like, he gonna be telling himself, what are you waiting for? So when a nigga can shoot you at that point, it's like, did you ask for it? And you don't even know who gonna shoot you, cause and feel some kind of way about it. It could be a nigga on the same side as you could feel some kind of way about you doing that shit. Cause again, bringing unnecessary attention. They might feel like, shit, that ain't how we move. So now your wall banging gonna cause you some issues with the niggas you supposed to be representing. Or the niggas that make you feel like you got a backbone. So really, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Don't get me wrong, I always end with this. Everybody got a part to play. Everybody got a part to play. Now, as far as like the way shit originated and where we are today with that shit, a nigga can miss me with, I'm on this shit all the time. No, the fuck you not. Cause you was on this shit all the time, nigga. When the police pull up, which is the biggest gang in America, you'll bang it out with them. So don't come to me with that. You know how to respect something, nigga. You can respect these filthy motherfuckers who will blow your motherfucking head off. Respect these kids who wouldn't do you no evil shit if you don't lead them off with that shit. But when you keep on showing that hatred to these little kids, Pac already told you that's gonna fuck everybody. And we here. So when do it get to a point where niggas say, we gotta stop that? That shit can't keep going on. Or not even stop that. Let it be known, them niggas ain't us. It's a separation taking place. As far as I'm concerned, it's been a line there, but as you get older, you start to recognize and appreciate the sunrises. Don't mean the sun just started rising. Trying to go get the tribe ready. Let's see what's cracking like. Drop a comment when y'all come in, hit that like button. Let me know something. We on the go. Since about 4 something. Well, nigga don't care. I don't care. How you feel about it? But yeah, man, just thinking about a few things we done saw to these little kids like Baba got me. And you gotta stop it because it's double them. Are they up? What's up?
Yeah, I overslept this morning. They up there.
Oh, okay.
They ready. You're gonna have to give them an extra couple minutes.
What's up, Biggie?
Take that damn bed out and burn it.
Get your clothes on.
Waking up in the middle of flipping floor. Oh, my God. I sleep that long, man.
What's up, baby? Tell mom you need some clothes. You was right. They gonna need a few minutes.
You want me to get him some clothes?
Daddy wants some chips, so actually you might want some.
I probably do, but I don't need them. You right, Jen. I don't need no chips. Thanks for testing me early in the morning.
Okay, so you go this way. Or did you get a hookah?
Just give them some time or try to help out. I think she's trying to help out more. She's trying to make sure she got everything.
My baby was crying almost all night last night.
You gotta figure out why that baby crying.
I had to keep filling her bottle more than 100 times.
Oh man, not more than 100 times.
Yes, and I ain't crying. And now you and Ash might be at work, but you're gonna have to babysit the baby.
Oh yeah. Alright, leave it in the car. I got.
Why you so close to me? Back up,
You
bro.
already know.
No, we ain't having this moment. Back on up.
You
No,
need one and I do too.
I don't need no hug. You just see what I got on. You want to hug?
Nobody, bro.
Stop following me.
In the words of the great Delonte, been there, done that, and in the words of the Lily, I would not dare complicate my situation any more than it is.
You said.
But as a peace offering, because this nigga acting like I just be putting hands on her or something. Every time I talk to you, you in volatile mode.
Okay.
So let's not flatter each other.
No, that's every time I talk to you, you in volatile mode. So
No, I'm saying right now, what I'm trying to do is olive branch. Ain't nobody trying to freak you. Ain't nobody trying to do none of that. But what I'm trying to get an understanding of is, Miss Lady, I ain't did nothing but avoid chaos.
We already text. You text all of this.
No, I'm saying that's the
I'm
only.
not doing
I'm
this.
saying to your face. That's the only difference.
Fred, no.
I haven't did
It's
nothing
not.
to you.
And this ain't the time. We ain't got enough minutes to air this out. This the shit
We're
you
not
would
airing
do.
now.
Okay,
That's
so no.
Hold on, your
So
air,
no.
your air off in my
So
phone,
no.
so that's telling me that.
If we can't get this shit done, no. Don't start no shit that can't be finished.
So when you sent 30 messages, that wasn't air?
Bruh, you sent enough messages back. It was even. We done. You said what you had to say. I said what I had to say. That was it. If you don't have time to talk about it completely and air it out, don't bring it up.
You don't
been
get to
here
tell other
2
adults
minutes.
what they case
But you just now finna tell me some shit and then it ain't enough time to converse. So you gonna get your shit off.
to you.
So you gonna get your shit off.
Get your shit off.
Here, my nigga.
But I'm the one worried about trying to do so. You worried about
Put
getting
them
off.
jeans on him.
All I'm trying to do is talk.
I'm talking about you gonna get your point across and then ain't
No,
gonna be
it's a
no
joke.
talk.
Stop trying to explain.
Ain't gonna be no talk, bruh. That's how you is.
So I'm just saying, don't start no conversation. We can't finish that. These is better.
Okay, well maybe you need a daddy talk, not a friend talk.
I don't need
Somebody
no
needs to talk
talks.
to your ass. And let you
better
know.
realize, no talk.
Sure.
What's up, baby? You got no lunch?
Yeah, she got her lunch together.
Who?
But now next feeding the ladybug party.
Come on, let's go for Madam Undermine. You got PP in the party.
You remember if you're gonna watch the baby?
Take that in there so they make them good choice.
But that's the baby.
I know, I got you. Niggas just talking to me. Give me a slow, she see me, so trying to be free. No, you took them back.
Both of them, the khaki ones too?
Yeah. Judah, you better breathe.
Look, the edge on the door. You can do anything on this window.
You need to get his medicine.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Daddy.
Medicine. You finna take them now, right?
Daddy. See, when we get to wash Mama's car, it's not like...
You got that bag, that lunchbox filled up and zipped up? Okay, we gonna talk to Daddy in the car. I'm sorry, but y'all push me.
Yeah, because your mom pushed me too. She act like she fight on sight, so then try to give you a hug. You try to act like somebody trying to start something with you. So you want to keep the animosity, is
starting
what
some
you're saying.
shit. I ain't, you know, that ain't what we do.
I
so.
know I got that touch, but you
Anytime-
don't love me that much.
But
To the point if I
anytime-
touch you, it's going to mess you up.
Anytime you try to hug me, I say no. That's nothing brand new about nothing.
Do you not understand what I'm saying, though? It's not about somebody just trying to hug you. You keep arguing with me for nothing. So I say, you know what?
say-
When I see Lily, I'm going to
That's
show
your
Lily
opinion.
love instead
That's
of
your
keep on with
opinion.
that
That is
fool.
for nothing.
Bruh.
That's your opinion. Like I said, stop trying to converse about something you don't have the
When
time
you
to
give me
converse
your
about.
opinion about me, it's for nothing. I'm not
Bridget.
arguing with you about that.
Bridget, what are you doing now?
I'm telling you what I'm saying.
This is the argument
I'm not giving no opinion
the non-argument that you speak of.
about you.
Y'all got no masks and socks and shorts.
Okay, I asked him to give my nigga some socks, cuz.
I won't get it.
You do what outside like I normally do.
I'm gonna go.
Don't go back outside like
No, because you don't want to be grown.
You had much
You want to
to
send me
say.
on child missions.
You had
I
much
sent you to go get his clothes.
I forgot he had no clothes.
Oh, don't you look
That's my
Hey, yo, chips. I'm going to get you some banana chips. You ready for some banana chips? You got to keep your potassium up, eh? Big man. Can't keep eating like a little boy. You got to eat like a man. I ain't raising no little boys. We raising men. You got to eat like a man. Thank you, Sadie. Say thank you, Sadie. You staying here, Junior? Junior, are you staying here? Okay, so I suggest you sit up. 'Cause I'm about to go.
You got your bag?
Exactly. So I need you to act like you got some
Got some
sense.
socks?
Come on. Yep, thanks to Sadie.
I found it. I don't
That good looking. That himself good looking, that fella there.
Hey, you ain't too good looking to be acting ugly. Stop that, son. I done told you about that.
And you don't get mad because I said you cute. You supposed to smile. I said, thank you, Granny. That's what you supposed to say,
Man,
man.
you need to breathe and stop being mean to your grandmama. You understand? Yes, sir. Okay, so breathe and stop hurting your own feelings. Cause now you crying because you just hurt your own feelings because you want to be mean. And it ain't worth it. It is not worth it, son. Same thing I tell your mama.
Some good homework,
Don't you let that be you. Chill out.
Make sure you keep up with that. Cool.
We'll have to break it back.
All right.
That's all the test I did.
Stop pressing.
We're down the
Tell your
bottom.
mama you sorry.
Okay, let me go get my
I
plate.
can't hear you. You want to stay here? Tell your grandmama you sorry.
All right, Johnny.
Look, it's right now. We're going to your hospital.
But the big man to apologize when you wrong. But don't be no little man because you can't apologize, okay? You a big man. The fact that it hurt you is because you know you did something wrong. So don't keep on doing it, man. If the other people act ugly, don't mean you gotta act ugly. You the one gotta sit here and be hurting right now. Your feelings hurt. Because you know you did something wrong. I do the same thing. That's why I try not to let nobody get me out of my character. Where I leave with a hug instead of kicking people out. You understand? Don't get me wrong. It's easy. But that's the best thing about it. Take the easy route. Take the hard route. So you can learn how to be better. Be stronger. You be stronger for doing what's right.
You can give me Benny. Yes.
You had some water this morning?
I think you did. He was in bed and when he woke up. Here. Well,
Take the Iron Man with you. Take Iron Man with you. Say thank you, sis. Try and be nice to you. You gotta pay attention. Come on, y'all. What's going on?
I wasn't done with that. You know, no syringes.
Right. Let's head to the door, baby.
And then, go to the car wash, but
You
it's
come get him.
somewhere like that we get to stop the car, but they were back, but you get the vacuum inside the car. Well,
You letting down the wrong window.
shut down my window to talk.
What you want to say?
Everybody has to get dressed right now.
Daddy, can I go get my blankie?
I don't. Come on.
Dad, can I go get
When I
my
get in the car,
blankie?
can I get the kids situated?
Daddy, can I go get my blankie?
I'll get it for you, sweetie. I'll get it for you.
Yes, no.
You ain't gonna give me no shit.
Oh. You ready, Granny?
All right. Y'all have a good one.
You ain't got no coat, bro.
I love you.
Oh, like you told me. Came in peace. We have some peace. I gotta put this CD in. It's not gonna take up no What makes you uncomfortable? Y'all turn to the side slightly. All of y'all, everybody has some space. Turn to the side. Turn to the side like y'all facing that door. Turn your left shoulder. Now y'all got space. You want some applesauce? I gotta go to the store. Yup.
So any boy touch any girl,
Exactly. And vice versa. If any little girls be touching on little boys, get in trouble too. Cause one thing about your privates is your private. And quite frankly, it's adults still trying to figure out what they want out of life. So a young child shouldn't have to be worrying about doing things such as trying to defend themselves from things that they shouldn't even be worried about. But that's why all the adults got to communicate with the kids as well as pay attention so the kids don't wind up in certain situations. Because kids just trying to figure out what everything is. No different than adults still out here trying to figure out what everything is. So I just be trying to figure out what's the big deal. Somebody. What? Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, but we talked about how to avoid getting in trouble. Answer the person first, and then say what you gotta say. And depending on who you talking to, just answer them. Some people don't want to hear all that, mama. Okay? When it's just as simple as you doing what you being instructed to do. And like I was telling y'all, even with that private part conversation, even your teachers don't got the right to see your private parts. You understand? You don't see your daddy walking up to you talking about, you know what I'm saying? I don't do that. So you know that's not appropriate behavior. Somebody just walk up to you and ask me your private parts. Right? But beyond that, like I said, there's so much other stuff out here to learn. And that's what y'all get sent to school for. To learn about math, science, art, language, even social interactions, but it's certain social interactions that humans need to mature before they even start even worrying about that shit. Honestly speaking, I wish I would have matured a lot more before I started interacting in certain ways. So, of course, I want y'all to do a lot better than me. So, my grandmama, she had her kid. I think she had my mama. She was a lot older, but my mama was like 16 when she had my sister. Shit, I was 22 when I had my first kid, though. Not to say that either one of us was wrong or right, but it's like, as time go on, my mama had her child early. I had mine just a little bit later than her, but each time we both got a little more time to live our life and have a little more understanding of life before we started having kids. So you can imagine how hard it had to be for my mama, 16 years old, still in school, and trying to raise her daughter. That's a lot. Could you imagine going to school, going to work, and trying to raise a child, and living in your mama's house and she mad about it? That's a lot. That's a lot of pressure on somebody. So when I think about, what my mama went through and how grateful I am that she made it through it, I feel like it's my duty to make sure y'all don't have to go through it. You understand? Talk to y'all. Don't make y'all can't talk to me by being super aggressive and acting a fool in front of y'all. Because as y'all can admit, it's a different daddy than used to stay with y'all, huh?
You feel me? You feel me?
My whole life is a feeling, you know that. What'd you say, Johnny? What, Johnny? You got raviolis? Oh, I didn't know that. You like them raviolis,
I have some vegetables in it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ready for the winter time. Say the water. What's up? You sure?
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, cool. Got you. Make sure you don't. Say see you later.
Bye.
Peace out. Good, you my big girl. Have a sugar? I love my sugar water. Hey. All right, and you? What you need?
Watch your homework back. Thank you.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Love you, Sadie. Don't be trying to be no big girl in front of your friends, ladies. She's a good grown up on the low. Y'all coming out? Ain't no switching side. Do it, Deshaun. Why you got that thing under your leg like that? You talking about me? Don't worry about it. Hey. Shut up. When I say hey, that mean both of y'all. Stop talking. Don't sit there and argue right in my face. And about nothing. So mama, do you got her mask or no? Why you think she got your mask? Okay, so you think, now you need to double check all your person. I mean, everything you got on to make sure you right. And quite frankly, I remember her mama giving her that in the house. And if you wrong, you need to apologize to your sister. Stop being so quick to accuse people. Make sure you right before you just, oh, you took something from me. But if you got to, take your jacket off. Like, what are you doing? Man, it's too bad. It's okay, right? People make mistakes. Don't feel bad about apologizing. Make sure your sister know you apologizing to her. You understand? Because it takes a big person to apologize. I don't care how nobody responds after you apologize. But as long as you cover yourself and your spirit, you don't got to worry about nothing. So you make sure when you wrong, you apologize. And don't feel bad about it. They don't have a shootout or something? Friendly. I mean, they deep out there. Alright, baby. What's up, Better Future? Appreciate you stopping through. B1 all day. All day. Yeah, you heading to school. Sure. Are they looking for evidence or something? Oh, it's another car right there. People don't know they talking. What the hell happened? Little boy walking with the police. What's going on? It's bad. Walking with the police, that mean her mama them probably hurt. So it's positive energy up for the young soldier, man, because he looking like he don't know what's going on. Slow down out here. Slow down, man. Where you going? What you doing? Slow your ass down. Be careful. Your life is way more important. Not to mention, you leave, there's too many people depending on you. So it's darn near irresponsible for us to be playing around out here like this. Oh, look at the little baby on the bike. Over there. Okay. You see her on the back of the bike?
So cute.
I ain't never seen nothing like that. One on the back of the bike. Oh, and they got the Western thing on the other one. Yeah, had the little carousel on the other thing. They probably stay close in this area, so it ain't probably that long of a bike ride. But that's another reason why people gotta slow down. You got people out here with different kind of vehicles or different kind of form of transportation.
There was a Titanic ship that was unsinkable. I said in 2012. No, I think it's like there was an unsinkable ship called the Titanic.
It do be hard. You know, early in the morning, see like a whole bunch of accidents. Yeah, it was a ship called the Titanic. And what happened to it that you talking about? They hit a, what was it, an iceberg.
Oh, iceberg.
Yeah, discipline is important. Better future.
And then 4 people survived in the water.
Whoa.
Nothing died.
You watched that movie or something?
Nope, we read a book about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I be... Yes.
Yeah.
He was hype about that, wasn't he? There be so many accidents early in the morning because people be, you know, stressed out and shoot, you know, halfway awake too. So it's the equivalent of a whole bunch of drunk people on the road for real in the morning. Man, to me, that's what that should be, better future. Equivalent of a whole bunch of drunk people. What's up, baby?
Today, my teacher doesn't care when I bring my iPad on game day.
Oh, okay. When is game day?
I don't know. Friday.
Okay, find out. Make sure that it's Friday.
No. I don't think that's Annie.
I think you gotta take them in.
Oh, you can get out. I thought you...
That's Annie.
Cars parked.
Yeah, I be trying to teach people it's different forms of discipline as well, you know. Sometimes, to me, I feel like what some people probably really basically them just assaulting their kids a lot of times. Trying to take a shortcut route, you feel me? But discipline, to me, is, you know, explaining to a child and letting them understand the consequences of certain actions through experience, giving them cause and effect situations in controlled environments while they with you. Right, hold your sister hand, please. Thank you, baby. While they with you, as well as teaching them what it felt like to be treated like a human being. So, you know, making sure that you don't disrespect their humanity either. Let them know they got rights too. Just like I just asked my daughter, can you please hold your sister's hand? Ask them to do certain things. They still don't talk at them. Sometimes me, sometimes you. Can't hear you right, but it's always us. Amen. Wow. Y'all have a good day, okay? Love you. Get on that here. You need me to sign this? Alright. Appreciate y'all. Have a good one. You gotta keep an eye on the baby, Junior. You hear me? You got the baby? You babysitting Uncle? Uncle Junior, that what they call you? They call him Uncle Junior. What's your niece name, dude? Right. That's what I'm saying, bro. That shit be traumatizing. Like, so as much as, you know, people be thinking like we saving time and we shortcutting shit, like the poor person doesn't have time, you know. At least that's what we talk, you know. Poor people don't have time. But you take time for what's important. So if your children are important to you, you need to make the time to make sure that you're instructing them in the right manner. Most of all, make sure you're the one that's instructing them. Because if you're not instructing them, shoot, they getting instructions. I promise. I know I was out here searching for some information. And still in, you feel me? So if your mind was running like that, how could you take that away from your child? The fact that they out here searching for some information, fam. And all you gotta do is give it to them. They looking at you for it. And when they start emulating you, you can't even get mad. You be like, dang, if they start doing things that you don't like seeing, and you realize that's you, that means you gotta change. And first of all, you need to apologize to that child. Let them know I'm working on that. Your child will be more forgiving, as well as they won't emulate certain things that you know you working on. Be real with them. Be real with them. Child to be way more understanding with you if you be understanding with them, rather than later on in life your child not liking you because shit, you ain't have no patience with them. You always undermine their intelligence, then never let them have an opportunity to experience and learn things in life, so they won't be out here looking like a fool in the world too. You feel me? Conversing with your kids is so fucking important. You feel me? To the point some people never spoke to adults, so when they become adults, they be awkward as hell. You know, for one, be naive, having a large level of naivety, man, bruh, would leave you sticking out like a sore thumb. Right. And that's true, bruh, because in reality, when we think we saving time by, shortcutting the situation to defend our child, then here it is, we take time away from our child later in the future because of the trauma that we put them through, creating a familiarity to where now they intentionally put themselves in traumatic situations that they can't survive in. For one, the people that they love the most used to beat on them, so why wouldn't they want to be with somebody who beating on them? You know what I'm saying? Like, people like, why you want to be with somebody who beat on you? You grew up your whole life getting your ass whooped. What's the difference? But your mama and your daddy, somebody should have told your mama and your daddy, make time for what's important. And by making time for what's important, shit, there's levels to this. So if you grew up getting ass whoopings, I feel like, shoot, like my big brother Swab would say about education. If you went to college, you should be able to teach your kids. Oh, so if I got ass whoopings, I should be able to teach my kids to where they shouldn't have to get them. Oops. Or did y'all not learn from y'all ass whoopings? And if y'all did learn from your ass whoopings, what's so ass whooping good for? Other than you getting off your frustration for a second. And your child didn't ask to be here, so what are you doing? You letting them know briefly how you wish they wasn't here? Because we already done discussed that shit ain't changing shit. Nigga, my mom used to whoop my ass. I just used to calculate, was it worth it or not? Before I do some shit. It didn't stop me from doing nothing. It's just certain shit I feel like wasn't worth getting the ass whooping for at the moment. Rather than somebody explaining to me thoroughly why that shit ain't worth even doing and how we don't move like that. All the nigga had to tell me on some real nigga shit, like we don't move like that. I told my kids that shit and they be reminding me. I came in the house today, my son asked me, do I want some chips? I said, oh, okay, appreciate the early test. No, I probably want some, but I don't need them. You right. See if we can find us some banana chips around here. If we want some chips. Speaking of which, you want some more banana chips? My man said he wants some more banana chips. He eat like a man. He don't eat like no little boy. He eat with a purpose. You know, when you're a little boy, I just want something sweet in my mouth. Something to soothe my stomach because it's itchy. You know what I'm saying? When you think like an immature individual, you think about just scratching the itch rather than dealing with your problem and providing a real resolution to the situation. But that comes through experience later on in life. You know what I'm saying? So we have to allow for situations for people to be able to cultivate themselves in a controlled environment. But it's when we allow for people to step outside of these controlled environments and start affecting other people in adverse ways that we really have issues. You know what I'm saying? So we can't sit over here and act like, I put it to you like this, just the same way I feel about politicians needing to be interchanged out, needing to be evaluated on a daily basis. I feel like teachers, even parents, shoot, it's times we need to, like I was watching this show that I used to watch all the time as a kid, but I've been watching it again recently, called Wife Swap. But sometimes I feel like shit, they need to swap the whole house up. Like, and go live over there like them people gotta live, the whole family. But the beauty in what they be doing with the wife swap thing, because you know, if you teach a woman, you teach a nation. You know what I'm saying? So when they take the woman and teach her the lesson in a controlled environment of going and seeing how other women gotta survive and seeing how other women gotta interact with their family, it make a person grateful for what they have, as well as you learn something from these people too, in some situations. So I feel like that would be something that would be important for our people too. And starting on a small level, like with those that want to homeschool. I remember we used to interchange subjects. You know, 1 week, certain parents would teach science, math, and reading. Next week, they switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, just become interchangeable. Really be a village out here. And not get caught up in locale. The beautiful thing about technology, if we utilize it right, it allows for us to be so many places at one time. And the new frontier, with there being such an influx of information with the internet and everybody having access to it, what you think? What you think next? Infopreneurs. So it's imperative that create platforms in which information can be displayed that can help people in their daily lives. So you already know what we working on and what this is all about over here. This is just one of many segments of the Blacks Rehab. Starting this thing virtual. We're gonna let it pay for itself. We're gonna let it pay what it weighs. One day at a time. You know, I feel like when people believe in things, they'll support it and give it the feet that it needs. So, as I do always, you know, I ask my people to share this. Let me be the focus to the things that we all on one accord about. Because for me, I play to the crowd. Not to say that I say things just to make people happy. A lot of times I say things that for certain people of a certain type or a certain mental, they might not want to hear because it's abrupt to the point it makes them have to really think about certain shit. Man, them it right there. Them it. They got them bullies. Pop bellies. But yeah, like I said, I don't always say things that people like. Certain things that was positioned as a negative, or certain things that I had to do to survive, or certain things, like, 'cause at a certain point in time, you know, as the younger sibling, even though you teasing your older siblings, they become a survival method too, because they be teasing you. But the only thing you got is your youth on your side, and your ability to get on their nerves a lot longer than they can get on yours. So here it is. I use that same mentality when it comes to so-called getting on people's nerves with the information. I try to make them feel it. That's my way of getting on people's nerves. Make them feel it in their solar plexus. But I think as long as you feel me and you learn the lesson truly and the information coming through clearly, yeah. But again, I'm grateful for another day. I heard a conspiracy theory shit. conspiracy theory. I heard a conspiracy theory recently, and it was about oxygen. They were basically saying, do you think that we are addicted to breathing? And I was like, you got a point. That's something to think about. I think I'm gonna do another growing goals segment coming up, and we definitely gonna dive into it because I remember studying how much oxygen is on the planet and realizing like, man, there ain't even really that much oxygen on this planet for us to be talking about this what we breathe. But love y'all myself. I see y'all drop a like, and you know they trying to ban the positive man for the things they don't understand. You know, we got another show coming up too as well. As far as the growing will go, we're gonna talk about how this whole conversation selling your soul is like a whole hunt. In reverse, I should say, because we know who the real powerful people are. You feel me? Those sorcerers, people that can pull from the energies. But sometimes you gotta recognize people would do anything to switch places with you. So if you just look at the stories and switch the positions and see does that piece fit better than this awkward, weird looking, you're like, hold on, you the wizard? You're like, bro, why you can't source some better skin, or why you can't source a better situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, but be that as it may, you know, now you're thinking for yourself and you seeing it for what it is, because it's a lot of narratives out here that's got you like, all right, I know what you seen, but let me tell you this, your eyes be lying to you. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here. Man, shout out to them niggas that caught that message when they were talking about alternative facts. Time out for that. You feel me? And it's time out for you taking people's word for shit. It's too much information here for you to not cross-reference it. Peace. Love you as myself. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Kinfolk. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table. We about to break it all down. So we about to what? Break bread right now. Hey fam, drop your email, Better Future. Trying to build with you soon. Cause you definitely was on point with the live today. Appreciate you. Come through anytime. Matter of fact, still got to do my walk today, so shit, make sure you come back. Make sure your notifications on. Hit that subscribe. Appreciate you coming through saying what's up, cause it's my way of saying what's up to my people. Feel me? What's your email, bruh, so I can get at you, or sis, so I can get at you. I ain't never even asked. It just be I be on some family shit, period. I don't even care, brother or sister. Think about it though. If you think about it though, the experience, I feel like slavery is the only way to discipline someone is through a beating and trauma. We picked up that concept from slavery. Yeah, I believe it. And they also was studying how the effects of trauma would affect children. Wonder you got these people out here still advocating for beating on, but 0 and 100 with niggas they age. Motherfuckers out here disrespecting them left and right, cause they disrespecting themselves. But it's the consequence of you disrespecting somebody else. You think just cause it's a kid, it don't count. Ha! No, buddy. Don't work like that. Don't work like that. They think it don't count, Better Future. They think it don't count. They like, man, this is my kid. I can do what I want to. Who told you that? Who told you that? Cause technically you still a kid of the universe. And the universe don't just haul off and whoop your ass. Hell yeah, bro. You on point. Like I said, I let it build with you on live. Like we ain't gotta, you don't even gotta put your face up. I know people don't like to put their face up, so you ain't gotta do that. But I'm finna get back to doing my brother builds because I feel like when the brothers start building with each other, it changed a lot, man. And when the sisters see how brothers respect each other, it'll change that too. You feel me? We can effectively change our whole situation by the way we deal with each other. So I would rather get to a point where I'm building with many of my brothers as I can and effectively, you know, changing the morale around our families. You know what I mean? Like we've always had to do. You know, we've always created different situations to effectively usurp the, you know, the mainstream plot to destroy us. You know, to destroy us, to destroy our families. Because they know what? That obviously is most important to us. Why would a nigga target your family if they know you don't care about that? But the fact they know you love your family so much, that's exactly where they going with it. They gonna target first. They gonna target them first. Oh man, bro, you ever watch this? I be off in the class. I be off up in that classroom, bro. Off up in that junk. I'm finna show you. Hold on. I'm finna show you. I be off in them jokers classroom. Can you hear me? I'm still here. But yeah, I be off of in them joker classroom. This they classroom right here. I gotta pull the camera back. Chaos and reintroduction. What they teaching up at Stanford, G. Nah, that's real. That's a real way to do it, bro. Change your name. Make it your doing. You feel me? Your coming and your going. Focused on that thing. The better future. You know why he feel that way? Because he spent so much time learning from us. And everything that he couldn't learn from us, he put in this thing to where we wouldn't care nothing about it. And we judge each other based on his so-called education system that he formed, based on the things that he could remember, you know, from us, to the point everything outside of that is considered pseudo, right? Come on now. That's why that motherfucker think he know more than us, and he has to keep that that same energy in order to keep the status quo. Another thing I'm ready to start getting into better future is looking into these the ancestry, man. I'm telling you, bro. Like I got to looking at some shit the other day showing how my great grandfather definitely was not no slave, bro. And it was around that so called period when, you know, supposedly all black people was enslaved. And I'm like, this right here disproves, you know, a lot of the things they be trying to put out here as though it's true. And it's really just a blanket, a situation in order to, you know, make a group of people feel inferior. That's why they blanket the whole situation. Just to make us feel inferior. Like, dang, bro, if they could impose their will on all of us like that, that would, I mean, don't that subsequently break a group of people's spirit to know that, hey, man, they subsequently imposed their will on all of us. When truth be told, they only did that shit through word, through letter, and going forward, you know, the fact that people buy into it like the dollar. The dollar is an ideal, right? So if we buy into the fact that they enslaved everybody, then they did that. But clear as day, the facts show that it's impossible. It's one impossible. First of all, I'm gonna give you simple logic. You can't get a whole group of black people to do nothing. You can't get a whole group of black people to do nothing. Today, nor have you ever been. So all of a sudden I'm supposed to believe, oh man, back in history though, they was able to do that. Like I said, huh? Okay, I'm gonna get you something to eat, man. Get you something to eat, matey. Learn something real quick, see what them bongo kids talking about. But yeah, you can't get a whole group of black people to do nothing right now, even for their own good, so-called in this system. Cause you know, for their own good in this system mean, you know, doing what the system will have you do. Appreciate y'all coming in, hitting that like button, cause you know they trying to ban the positive, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother and them over at the Argument League. My brother Taz Exclusives. Nyla Says. Make sure y'all subscribe to CCCTV, the Solar Vision Debate League, of course. Cause it's deep, you feel me? But like I said, with that broken spirit thing, bro, like they blanket a lot of things just to make a person feel like, man, ain't nothing I could do. Like, you know, if my people couldn't do nothing back in the day, what you expect me to do? So now you become subservient. Or subsequently, you feel like, man, well, I guess I might as well just go along with this shit, cause I mean, shit, I can't do it all by myself, and they got all of us. So, ain't no point of just one little me trying to do nothing. Ain't no point. You feel me? We are our greatest problem sometimes. And, you know, our greatest problem is trying to be the greatest, whatever everybody else say we should be. You know what I mean? We are so, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. Is we are one. Kinfolk. Let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table. We just broke it all down. So we just broke bread right now.
To make the best invention outside the classroom.